Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my video. In this occasion, I'm Fadlul Oktavian.
I am Putra Deta Mutaqin.
Yeah, I would like to present our ep2 assignment, the video assignment. And what we are gonna explain today.
Then we will explain about study and then work. So after we study, what work we will gain.
So the topic is work and study.
Yeah, work and study.
Okay. And what kind of work and study? So we combine these two type of thing.
No, we just make like what the subject for our study. We choose only one subject. It's about engineering, and then we will explain to you guys about after we take the study and when we will get a job.
Okay. So it's all about engineering.
Yeah, engineering.
So engineering. Okay, let me think. So let me remember. I think that engineering is combine all of the subject like mathematics, economics, science, and also absolutely from everything. So engineering is useful for our life, right?
Yeah, it's very benefit, very useful in our life.
So what type of engineering? Also this video, what thing that we want to explain? So why we should study engineering?
As you know, engineering is important. It's also challenging and exciting. And engineering uses models provided by science combined with innovative thinking to solve problems and create new design that benefit humanity. And as the Albert Einstein said before, scientists investigate that which already is, engineering create that which has never been. It is science to describe electromagnetic radiation, but it is engineering to build a radio or television. Many of the so-called wonders of modern science are really wonders of modern engineering. For example, it involves engineering to protect the world by natural resources and enable them to be used more efficiently, and then invent new types of diagnosis, medical scanners, and design and build server, and many others. The engineering involves our life today.
So the point that I get is engineering is involve our life.
Yeah, of course, very benefit in our life.
So everything here, like this laptop, that camera, this mouse, also this program, I think.
I don't know. So just the chemical is.
Oh, this is
Chemical is also subject to the engineering.
Oh, I see. So everything
we use today
construct by the engineering. So what kind that we want to talk today?
As you know, there are many subjects in engineering, such as mechanical engineering, electronical engineering,
Yes.
mechanical, and many others. We will study in engineering.
Okay. So let me take five course that really important in our life is that's an engineering, right?
Yeah.
So can you come with the first important course in engineering?
Now the first one is, I think, the electrical engineering, because the study is about application of electricity, electronic, and electromagnetic.
For the example in this laptop, so there is a main board. So all of the main board is constructed from the electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering.
Okay, I see. So so I get that from electrical. The important word that I got is electric,
electronics,
and nanotechnology.
Yeah.
Also, nanotechnology is a technology that from a really small scope, right?
Yes.
See. And what's next?
What ability you will gain in electromagnetic
Electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering.
Yeah.
What is skill required? The exciting field of electrical engineering requires you to understand complex design and build them from scratch.
Yeah.
To do excel in this discipline, you will need to be adept at problem solving and have strong analytical skills. You know the analytical skills. You must get the skill strong in analytical skill, because the ability to look at the bigger picture and interest in design, the ability to spot errors in even the most minute details are equally vital. Yeah.
See. For the after electrical engineering, and the second is
The second is mechanical engineering.
Mechanical
Yeah.
engineering.
Mechanical
So
engineering.
what is mechanical engineering?
Yeah, you know, mechanical engineering is a diverse subject that derives its weight from the need to design and manufacture everything, from small individual parts and devices to large systems. The role of mechanical engineering is to take a product from an idea to marketplace. In order to accomplish this, a broad range of skills are needed. The mechanical engineering need to acquire particular skill and knowledge, and we need to understand the force and the thermal environment that a product, its part or its subsystem will encounter, to design them for functionally, aesthetic, and the ability to withstand the force and the thermal environment that will be subject to.
So about the mechanical engineering.
mechanical.
So it's related like a car, an airplane,
Yeah.
and maybe a biotechnology. The other is like there is a engine, right?
Yeah, engine.
The big funding from the mechanical engineering, like an engine, like a car, like an airplane, right?
Yeah, because
Okay. I think you have mentioned two kinds of engineering course, right? So, in my opinion, the third important thing in the third important engineering in our life is a civil engineering.
oh, it's civil engineering.
Yeah, civil
I think
engineering.
this one is very difficult subject. Because it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult because I have a friend that study civil engineering. Every day, every kind of assignment is related to the mathematics, and also it's almost same with architecture, because it's always drawing. So to create a building. So it's civil engineering is really important for one building.
Yeah.
Because of we have to calculate. We have to the difference with architecture is the architecture is we create a design, how the innovation, right? But the civil engineering is about the calculation. We have the civil engineering expert have to count about if there is an earthquake, how the weight of the iron that used for the building, and the other thing. So civil engineering focus on the design also the construction and the maintenance of the physical and natural world. That's including like a road, a bridge, a canal, like I said before, the building also. And let we take to the 18th century. The term of civil engineering was coined by the civilian as opposed to military engineering. The first proclaimed civil engineering was John Smeaton. I remember, who constructed the Edison lighthouse. So I will mention the photo of Edison lighthouse in 1771. And come to the fourth, right? Yeah, you have,
before,
you have
I
mentioned
mentioned two.
electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and the third is civil engineering. And it's really important today is instrumentation and control engineering. Yeah, instrumentation is like we see that there is a network. You use a handphone, you use a Wi-Fi, everything. So that's related to the instrumentation, because that's an instrument. They can it seems like electrical, but electrical create chips, right? But this is how to
control.
create, how to control, how to create all of it. So control engineering
I think
or control system.
I think this course is very difficult also.
This is difficult. This discipline that applies control theory to design system with desired behavior. Just take an example of the people that influence in instrumentation and control engineering is like Steve Jobs. You know Steve Jobs, right?
No, I don't know what's Steve.
Steve Jobs. Let me search first. I forgot that. I think Steve Jobs is the Oh come on! How can I can realize that Steve Jobs is the founding of Apple?
Founding of always.
Yeah, Apple, because I don't know, because I just use Android. I don't like Apple.
Don't care about that.
I don't like Apple brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
very-
I'm a team Samsung. I'm a Samsung.
Yes,
kid.
really,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'm a
I think
Samsung.
you cannot buy the Apple because of the price. Yeah, the price is so expensive. I think.
No.
Because
That's not
we are
the best.
student. There's no money, right? There's a problem. Come on, don't care about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. Bill Gates. I know that's a part of Microsoft. So because we use Microsoft,
Yeah.
we don't use iOS. Okay, we are team.
Everyone use Microsoft also. Yeah, it's very influence.
And Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, right?
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Also. Yeah, because not only Facebook that he's found. Many other
Many others.
application, many other social media, like you use WhatsApp, right?
No, WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is also created from the Facebook. It's from Facebook company. And let's come to the last. I think this is the last course that really important is chemical engineering. Engineering that applies physical science. This combined between physics and
before you explain this, chemical engineering is about like doctor, about you make medicine like that.
almost same, but this one is more like
The application.
really
the application.
more complicated. Very complicated because they have to you take science or social in your high school.
Yeah, so it takes science, but it's exactly again social.
So you are a social student.
No, I'm a science student.
Which one? Social or science?
So science.
So science.
Science.
Science. So you have learned about chemistry, like
Yeah, but I don't like chemistry. I like maths.
math.
More like in maths. Chemistry, I just follow the rules, and I think you cannot remember because in this after I finish my senior school, I take social. So that's why
We learn social, right? But
I don't remember all of that.
in high school we
Semester
take
is very
science. Yeah, this is a big problem. So
How
I just forgot it. This is our past. Really.
it's our past.
We don't know how can we. Yeah, in here we take a BBA.
BBA.
Business. In high school, we learn about science, biology, physics, and chemical. So let's back to the chemical engineering. Chemical engineering is applied from the physics and chemical. This the science, microbiology, biochemistry, and together with applied mathematics and economic to produce and transform, and property use as chemical. So material and energy. So it's related to the an atomic
atomic.
Yeah, atom.
It's about
I forgot the thing. Yeah, it's from the atom.
like
It's a source of the energy. I forgot that one. Nuclear.
nuclear. Yeah, nuclear.
Nuclear is a kind of a chemical engineering. So that's all about the course engineering. So what's next that we want to explain? So after learning about the course engineering course,
Yeah.
so we have to know where we have to study to get a good knowledge from in engineering, right?
Yeah.
Can you mention maybe about this 5? Yeah, because I like number 5, so I want everything.
You like
in
everything is 5. It's
Yeah.
good, man. You must make. Yeah. That is. So, as you know, subject in engineering we can take only in university.
Yeah.
Because in senior high school, junior high school, we don't learn about that. But only detail, only the type of engineering,
Yeah.
only that I think. In university, I think the best university, engineering university in Massachusetts Institute of you can help me to spell MIT in USA, United States.
MIT, yeah.
MIT, you know?
MIT is the best one.
Yeah, the best one.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology is called
located-
MIT
yeah, MIT.
in
United States.
USA.
Yeah, USA.
Okay,
Yes.
and how about
And
the
then-
second one?
The second one is Stanford University. You know that?
Yeah, I know.
It's located also in United States.
Oh,
Yeah. And the third one, University of Cambridge.
Cambridge. Yeah, I know. Cambridge in United Kingdom, right?
Yeah, United Kingdom.
Not in London. I forgot the city of United Kingdom. I think it is in Cambridge.
Yeah, Cambridge.
Located in London.
London, United Kingdom. United Kingdom. London also.
Okay, just put it in How about the fourth?
The first. Oh, the first is Nanyang Technological University. It's located also in.
Not Nanyang. Nanyang is our Mr. Jokowi's daughter. Nanyang.
Nanyang. Oh, sorry, man. I
Nanyang.
can't spell this because the name is like Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Nanyang. Nanyang, like that we spell, right? You know, Nanyang University is located in ASEAN. You know that? In
Yeah,
Singapore.
In Singapore.
Singapore.
Singapore. Let's go to that.
Yeah, the last one, university to take subject engineering, I mentioned to you is Imperial College London. It's located in London.
In London.
In London.
London. Okay. I want to guess of what that.
London.
London.
You must
Okay.
try.
That's about the course, and I want to give tips to you when you learn engineering.
No, so you also mentioned to
Because we are, if we are in Indonesia, we have to study outside in America, in London, in Singapore. Singapore is close in Indonesia.
Yeah.
The culture is almost about the outside. So we have to give tips for a student. The first tip is identify the people who inspire you and find out what makes them tick. So you have to learn. You have to read about the biography of from Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg, and the others. And the second is develop a portfolio of projects. So
I think it's very important.
yeah.
You must
So
develop.
when you study, you have to you have to make a project. So it's not benefit if you learn engineering, but you don't create anything. So you have to create. As I know that in MIT. If you want to graduate from university, you have to find a, you have to make maybe make something that really that really benefit. You have a benefit to our life. And the third is learn a value of networking. So networking is really important. You have to be friend with the other people, not on your subject, but the other subject. So as you know, the engineering is everything here is counted by the engineering. So yeah, why not if we
engineering
make a
is
friend?
you work with groups, so we must to make good networking.
That one. And don't dismiss other subject area. Same like before, you have to learn everything. Math, although it's a language really important. And last is have fun with the first years, but don't make a choice with regret. So yeah, in the first year maybe you will learn about the not focus on that in your course, but just have fun on that season, on the first semester. But don't have fun. Don't means like you have to go to party. You have something fun like that lah. But you have to. That's a change for you to grow your life there. After that, you have you already have a friend. You have already know everything. You have know where is the place when you want to find this one and this and that thing. So that's fun that I know.
Okay. Thank you for your tips. I think I get idea after you mentioned before. Don't dismiss other subject area. Because of that, I cannot take course engineering because I don't like semester. It's very difficult.
That one.
That one.
So you have to like mathematics. So of
So
course,
we don't
because
dismiss all of the subject.
you learn calculus. Yeah, calculus is really kill subject. Kill. I don't like math. Yeah, but that's why maybe I don't follow my rule in science.
Even we study about science in
at the high
senior
school.
high school, but don't remember that.
Okay, maybe the time is up.
Yeah, we
We don't have any time. If you
we
make
have finished mention all of
if
the
we make a video, it's a long video. It's really hard for me to edit this video.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because our lecture
Mention only 20
only
minutes.
20 minutes, but I think
Okay.
this video is more than 20 minutes, maybe
Yeah.
almost 30 minutes. So that's why we have to end this video, and I hope, and I don't know.
I hope you guys can follow our tips because of engineering is very important. Even we don't take the engineering, but we just to give you innovation about motivation in engineering. Yeah.
Okay. That's all about video, and goodbye.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Friendly speaking, guys. Bye.